New research out that is showing that our kids are not getting the education they should be. Literacy, numeracy, it's down the drain. What's happening and what should be done about it?
Well, this has been ongoing for probably a generation and a half. Maybe I'm being a little conservative there, but it's been going on for quite some time. And we now have a situation where kids in a school will know how to transition, but they won't know how to spell it.
Yeah,
and that is a matter of great concern to me. That's something that is not good for our country. It's not good for our future, but it's certainly not good for the kids. I mean, if we have a situation where kids leave 12 years of education and they can barely spell their own name, we are in a diabolical situation.
Yeah.
It's a very, very scary scenario that we face. And, governments across Australia and both sides of the fence, I have to say, both Liberal and Labor are responsible for this. We have to be aware of the difficulties, to understate things, that this sort of situation is going to provide. And, we've got to have an intensive teaching in the 3 R's. If kids can get through 12 years of school without learning how to read, write and do arithmetic, we've got a system that is absolutely gone for all money. But yet they know where to get an abortion.
Yeah.
They know how to transition into another gender. They can tell you about when climate change is going to kill us all. They can tell you all that, but they can't tell you how to spell their name.
Yeah.
I am very, very concerned about the future, about their kids' future. I mean, that's what worries me. I mean, just about everything that I do in public life and indeed private life for many, many years now has been about kids.
Yeah.
The first priority of any adult, I believe, is to protect kids.
Yep.
And if we're not doing that, then we're failing as human beings.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of protecting kids, Bernie, we've seen the latest newsletter from the Australian Institute for Family Studies, and we might be able to get an image up there on the screen. But they've got an image of a supposed, normal family. It's two women, it's a child, it's a fatherless family. What is this saying about the place of fatherhood and the role of fathers in children in modern Australia if a government-funded institute like the Australian Institute for Family Studies is putting this sort of stuff out?
Well, the bottom line is that, as you well know, Lyle, there have been a number of people, a number of women, radical left-wing women, for a long period of time who've been of the view and have been pushing this view that men are not required. We are a surplus to needs, and that is something that distresses me enormously, because I think the role of fatherhood is extremely important, and I think every child is deserving of a mum and a dad. That's the bottom line. It's a pity the Family Institute doesn't put out the figures showing just how important having a mum and a dad is to the welfare of children. But I think you've got these people who are pushing an appalling, dreadful agenda that is going to hurt kids, and unfortunately they are controlling the government as well, and that can't be good for any of us.